on the show, it makes it seem like you're dating this person, you're dating
Oh,
that person, you're
Let me take a Drew,
yeah,
you
take a
outside?
take a little no. But I want to ask
Cheers. On that note, okay.
cheers. Because look, on the last episode, what I noticed was this, right? So Portia accused you of dating somebody, then you went back at her. They didn't bleep the name out that she said about you, but they
right.
bleeped the name that
What
you
was
said
up
about
with
her.
that? What was up with that?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I see what's going on. So yes, they're linking me with so many people, but yet and still I'm going through
Men,
this.
women, you
All of them. And I got a
Everybody.
man living in my basement.
So this is what I want to ask you, because so many people, obviously, we see like there's so much going on social media. Obviously, like there's things happening with married couples, Cardi, Pap, and not putting you in the same situation as them. But like, is it okay if you're over the situation? If you both agree that you're over a situation to date and just do your thing? If you just agree that, listen, we're finished, we are going to do this divorce, we are going to be doing this.
but we can move on.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
like?
You know, it's interesting. It's like very layered because we have had that conversation where it's like we didn't work as this per se. So we're gonna work on that, but like knowing that it just didn't work out. We think differently. It ran its course. We loved each other during that time, and you kind of suck it up to that. But then there are times where you're like, before we joined Housewives, like the things that people didn't get a chance to see is all of the struggles that we dealt with in our marriage prior to, like when we were living in Chicago.
Okay.
Living in Chicago, going through it, women involved, inappropriate behavior, and the things that as a woman, as a wife who was loyal in this marriage, I had to deal with. And I think just a lot of things get convoluted being on this platform, and a lot of things get thrown out there that are just not true. It makes it hard to even create a co-parenting, cohesive relationship. So now, on top of that, you got the pettiness you got to deal with. All of these people getting thrown in. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm still a human being. I still am going through a really, like, this is the biggest storm of my life.
Yeah.
My parents were married for 60 years until my dad passed away. So I didn't never think I would marry to divorce. When I got married to my husband, I was like, this is it. This is forever. Like, this is my person. So to now be here, it's unbelievable at times. So then when people throw these things, I'm like, wait a minute though. Like, especially when you're going through the same thing, it's like, wait a minute, you know how hard emotionally, mentally this is. I can go on dates, which I've owned. I'll stand on that. It's great.
Okay.
Like
That was the question.
I'm sitting here like,
are you
hold on.
seeing what's up?
I'm seeing what's
Outside.
up.
You're not dry.
And I'm attracted
Listen.
to people that I see, and I'm like, oh, you're a looker, okay. But to go like to this is exclusive or anything like that,
You got to take your time.
you gotta take your
And to a
time.
point of you saying that, as far as you not being outside or whatever the case may be, dating.
I'll be outside now.
Yeah. Well, listen,
I mean,
good girl,
outside a
bad
little bit.
bitch. I mean, sometimes that good girl. But I do want to say this. I also, because you are a human being, sometimes people see you on TV and they don't no, these are real people with emotions. I do think that you spent so much time working, being married, being a mom. You should have a little fun.
I want to have fun.
I think you should. Like, I think you deserve it.
If y'all come to Atlanta, y'all come hang out with me. Like, we will have a great time.
Andrew be in Atlanta?
Listen, I'll be in Atlanta. Don't play with me.
Well, you
'cause-
better hit. Well, let me not find out y'all in Atlanta. Y'all ain't hit me up, because I do feel like right now my priority has been pouring my energy into my career, work, self-care, and really just like having a good time, laughing more.
Right.
And enjoying myself and just being gentle with myself to know, like, I've been in a marriage for 10 freaking years.
Right. I always felt like
And,
if I was single and I had kids and stuff like that, I'd be like, I could do what I want now. 'Cause
Really?
I don't have to worry about that. Because sometimes you also have to think about who's going to be the father of your kids. You can't just date without intention. But then once you get that out the way and you're like, okay. Like, do you want to have more kids? Or are you done, you think?
the shop is closed.
Okay,
Right.
which is fine. But
She ain't got it no more. Like I had
That's when you
hysterectomy.
have fun.
Body and you good.
I done worked out. I done had a mommy makeover. We're done.
Oh, all right.
Maybe a surrogate, but I mean,
Yeah.
I got my 3 beautiful, beautiful babies, and I'm really happy, and just focusing on really finding my voice, myself, and just elevating. Really.
See, I think that's a blessing. Like, if I would have had kids, then you don't have to think about it.
Look,
You're like,
Angela's
all
still
right, that's
thinking
done.
about it.
Wait, what's up with you? Let's talk about it. What's
First
up?
of all, Drew, this is not no.
Second of all, what's up?
If I would have had kids, like, wait a minute.
No, I got my man. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
my kids
good.
need some play dates.
Kids
Kids always need play dates.
Listen, she's got her 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? Who are
Yeah,
she got amazing
I have
children.
a boy and a girl. I have a 16-year-old young lady.
Okay.
And I have a
I can't
5-year-old
believe she's
son.
16.
Yeah. And I'm not repeating myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying where I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. You're done.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
You got your boy and girl, so
the shop's closed, like you said.
The shop is closed.
But okay, so if you had to think about lessons learned, because I also think you go through things and you learn from them. So moving forward, what would you say are some valuable lessons that you've learned when it comes to love, relationships, and what Drew wants?
Honestly, I don't want to be like jaded or bitter. So I don't want to say like, this was all a mistake or anything. I think that at the end of the day, what I would do differently is just have certain conversations, like not just let the emotions lead me like, oh, this is love. This chemistry is amazing. Have those really difficult conversations to say, let's like agree on some things before we get married. Because I do still
it's so funny
believe
you
in
say
that.
because the conversation that isn't had a lot of times, you're in this fairy tale land is
Yes.
what happens if this doesn't work out?
Right.
Apart
that's it.
from us doing prenups and all of that, let's talk amongst me and you. When we break up, what can we absolutely?
Well, you can't go into a relationship talking about the breakup.
You shouldn't.
Unless-
Don't,
You know
but that's
what?
the difficult conversation.
That's
Exactly.
because it's kind of like how are we sitting here?
I will never
I can
do this
imagine
to you.
talking
This
to
is
my
how this
man
is
and
gonna
being
work
like, when
out.
we break up, how are we going to handle this?
I always thought that.
over here talking about I want
Well,
some money.
that's a prenup situation. That's after the breakup because
No.
that's
That's called a postnup.
You
But
want some money.
if you're dating somebody, do you address a breakup before like?
Well, if you're dating with intention,
if that's the difficult conversation
then you
that you're
gotta
gonna
have the
have,
difficult
if
conversation.
ever this was to come to an end,